Well, good morning, everyone. Another day, another project. Today's project, and I'm going to have to spread this out over a couple of videos. Our fifth wheel has a camera system on it. It's a backup camera system on it, and it works really good. It is a Furrion, okay? I bought it last year. I installed it. There's a video on it. It works great. It works good. Good enough for a few basic things. So now the thing with our fifth wheel is my wife and I don't always go out together. Sometimes I take it out. Sometimes she takes it out with her girlfriends. Sometimes I'm just transporting it back and forth. So there are times when there is one person in that rig and we have to back it into an RV site. Okay. The problem with that is, let's say you're backing in and the turn is going to be, you have to go around a curve just a little bit and you're turning on the driver's side. That's great. That's the way you want to do it. You've got a mirror, you can look out, you can see great. The downside is you can't see the other side. As soon as your rig turns, even with extended mirrors on it, you're going to lose visibility on the other side. So what we decided was to upgrade our camera system. Now, I could have went with Furrion. Matter of fact, that's where I was headed, and just bought more cameras. Installed them. This unit will take up to 4 cameras. However, in the middle of that search, I was contacted by Auto-Vox. Don't know anything about them, okay? I offered to take a look at their system, okay? So they sent me a free system, and I'm going to take a look at it. And I'm going to take a look at it over 3 videos. The first video, unboxing. I'm going to take a look at it. I'm going to look at the quality of the product. I'm going to kind of go through the specifications and see if it's something that I want to install on my rig. If it is, we'll go to the next step. I'll get it installed. Then after that, I'm going to take you guys on a camping trip with us. Well, part of a camping trip with us, where we take the fifth wheel out, and between my wife and I, we back it into a site using the camera system. Now, the interesting thing is there's all these memes about couples backing into RV sites and being observed by other people. The thing is, my wife and I have it down to a science. Between the two of us, no yelling, no screaming. We just have hand signals, and that's it. And we're pretty good at it. So, however, when you're by yourself, a backup camera system is it's going to come in handy. So first things first, let me take you outside, and I want to show you where our fifth wheel is parked. And you're going to see that putting this fifth wheel where we have it parked for one person is a challenge. And believe it or not, it is usually just one person. Let's say we're bringing it down south. There's typically one person in it because the wife's in her car or vice versa. And they have to back it into this spot, okay? Or when we come back from a camping trip, if she goes out with her girlfriends, where, you know, sometimes her girlfriends just scatter and she has to put it back away by herself. That's the best of all worlds, because if I have to back it in by myself, I'm in trouble. So anyway, let me take you outside. I want to show you where we park our fifth wheel and the challenges that we have out there, okay? Let's go take a walk. Okay, this is the view from our deck, and you can see where I've got the Furrion camera system installed, and like I said, it works really good. But let me point out some of the challenges that we have. We've got a fence right there. We've got our water meter right there, and we've got a tree right there. What it's hard to tell is the road is kind of narrow and it slopes down in here. So now let's go take a look at the front. So this here is our street, and fortunately right now it's pretty quiet, okay? But when we come in to back our fifth wheel in, so we've got the fence there, and what we typically do is we back it in from this angle here. The downside of that is as soon as you start bringing the tail end of that fifth wheel around, you can't see this tree. okay? And that could cause a lot of damage. Another thing you can't see is this meter right here. So that's our water meter. We definitely don't want to run it over. What the plan is according to Auto-Vox, their 3-camera system is Furrion mount based, so it'll just drop right into that one. So I'm good with that one. And then their side marker cameras, the side cameras, just replace your side marker. So you pop this off, you pop the camera in, and you're good to go. Now, the good thing about that is this here is pretty much going to be your view when you're backing up. So you'll have the middle camera showing all the stuff in the back, and then each side camera, it's going to, I don't know, probably like that. Probably look like that. And what that'll do is when you start backing it up and bringing it in, you're going to be able to see all this stuff here. Now, let's say you bring it from the other way. Let's say we want to bring it down the road here and back it in. Same thing. We'll have a camera right here. It'll see right down here, and it'll see this fence line. So now that I've told you what I want to do, let's go take a look at the equipment. Okay, well, we're in our shop now, in my shop now. And Auto-Vox sent me 2 packages. I don't know what's in either one, so let me get my glasses on, and we'll open the little one first. And we will go from there. Well, that's harder than it looks. There we go. And in here is, looks like a license plate cam or something. I'm not sure. Oh, I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is, but they sent me one. Maybe that's a mount for the monitor. That could be what it is. It kind of looks like a monitor mount. So, yep, maybe that's what that is. I'll have to figure that out. Not really sure what that is. But I have one, so there we go. Let me see if I get a little bit more light in here. Okay, did that help? Probably now getting flickering from the LED lights, but let's move on. So the first little package contained looks like some sort of mount. So I'll take a look at that later. Now let's see what is in this. Now, when I looked at it, it says Auto-Vox, and right there it says Furrion. So I think that's just for the mount style. That I don't think they're any way associated with Furrion or Furrion, or not sure how to pronounce it. But let's get this box here opened up and see what we have inside. From the outside, I mean, it is real, pretty much basic packaging. So nothing special, nothing fancy. And let's see what we got here. There we go. Get that done. And get this opened up. And there we go. Wow, these side marker cameras are bigger than I thought they would be. So we've got the monitor here, and this monitor is pretty big. This monitor won't be on unless the rear camera is powered. Interesting. So once you get it fired up, then they'll talk to each other, then this monitor will come on, which is good. So it's not just on all the time. So there's the monitor, and that's a nice big wide monitor. Excuse me. And we'll set this back in here. Here's your antennas for it, and they just go on up here. That's no big deal. So on the back side of this, there are some buttons to control it, and they're supposed to be right there. There is a SIM card in there, and what that does, that allows you to do recording. Now, I don't know what triggers the recording, but at least now we know that there's an option in there. I think it's if you're in an accident or something like that, it'll capture like the last 20 seconds or something. Anyway, we'll look into that. 18-month warranty. That is pretty good, because most of them you're lucky if you get a year. So that's good. And digital wireless backup camera system. So that's what we've got here. Got an airplane flying over now, but that's not too bad. And it walks you through all this. If you have any questions, I'm sure you can probably just download this whole thing online. Now, this here says WF-1 camera install, so I'm assuming that's this guy, okay? And it's a pretty big guy. So this is the one, and it is a Furrion mount. So that's this kind of bat wing thing shape here. And then the camera, I believe, yep, in there it is adjustable. So we'll get that mounted up in there, and that looks like just straightforward, very similar to what the Furrion is, and the provisions are already there. Gasket for that, so we're good there. And here's some, looks like monitor mounts. Yep, monitor mounts. Cigarette lighter for those of a certain age, a cigarette lighter adapter, and a few other adapters in here to get the system wired up. So that's all good. Now these side marker cameras, and this is why I wanted to get a 3-camera system. So each one of these will mount on the side of your RV, and I don't know what that is. Oh, that's for the antenna. So I didn't see another antenna. Are there more antennas? How many antennas are there? There's 3 antennas there. So I got 3 antennas there. 2 go there. Am I missing some antennas or something? Anyway, I haven't gone all the way through. Maybe they're underneath. Let me just check real quick. Nope, there's nothing underneath. So I'm not sure where the antennas are for this. I was assuming, oh, here they are. The monitor antennas, oh my God, I don't have enough hands. The monitor antennas are these 2 little stubby things here, and these here are your camera antennas. That makes sense. So there's your monitor. There's the right side camera. This here's the left side camera, and these are bigger than I thought, which is a good thing, because I was worried they'd be these little tiny things, and I was worried about them getting beaten up. But these are big. Now, I'm going to replace my side markers with these, and these still have the side marker included in it, so I'm not losing the side marker, okay? So far, there's the mounting plate for it, and it's got a gasket. So far, so good. Everything looks good. So we've got 3 cameras and a monitor. What I want to do now is I want to go over the specs of the system, but there's not like a specs sheet in here. This is pretty light. They don't have a bunch of marketing stuff in here, but you know, they sent it to me, it was free, so they probably didn't need to send me a whole bunch of stuff like that. So let me go get the marketing stuff that's on my desk and give you the specs of this and tell you all about it. But from an unboxing standpoint, monitor, 3 cameras, monitor mount, interface cabling. I mean, really, what else do you need? Okay? Oh, and a book. So let me go get the specs for the camera system, and I'll be right back, and then we'll review the system specifications. We've opened up the box, we've looked inside, we see the parts. The quality from I'm looking at, just a quick overview, the quality is the same as a Furrion. Okay? I'm not saying Furrion's good or bad, I'm not saying this is good or bad, I'm saying they're comparable. So when you're doing your shopping, look at the price points and make a decision based on that. This will do 4 cameras. I think the Furrion will do 4 cameras too, but then you've got to go buy those 4 cameras. This comes with 3 cameras ready to go. It doesn't come with the 4th camera, which would be like a dash cam, but it doesn't come with that. So I pulled up the specifications. Let's take a look at them. We'll just run through them real quick here so you don't have to. There'll be a link in the description to their website to pull all this stuff up. And this is the WF-4 system. Starting, I don't know when it was, 2010, 2009, somewhere in there, RV manufacturers started putting in Furrion mounts. What that is, it's this mount format here, which is this, and a lot of RVs already have that mount up there. Not only that, they already have power up there. If you use that power, chances are pretty good it's going to be hot full time. I didn't like that. I cut and capped that, and I tapped into the rear marker lights up there, so when the unit's connected and I turn the lights on, the cameras are on. Okay, that works for me. Anyway, this is already set up for that Furrion mount and cabling, so that's good to go. Full rear coverage, and to me this is a big deal. The Furrion gives you this much, okay, and it's good. But as soon as you start backing up, you lose one whole side of your rig. I mean, I don't care, unless you got mirrors sticking out 10 feet on each side, you're gonna lose it. What this does, this gives you a nice wide cone. I'm gonna mount them up front. It's gonna give me great view while backing up on both sides and in the middle. That's for the daytime. For the nighttime, all the cameras have infrared LEDs, so you get this beautiful night vision on both sides. And they're not just white LEDs that light up the whole area. They're infrared, so you won't be bugging people while you're backing up. Okay. The screen, the monitor. This is the monitor. All three cameras are going to pop up on this. Okay. So you don't have to be clicking on the bottom and getting distracted while you're backing up. You can just look at this, get the information you need, and move on. Another interesting thing about this is not only does it have a SIM card slot in it for if you get in an accident or something like that, they must have a shock detector or something in this. It will record and will keep the last 20 seconds, so it should capture that incident. Okay, so not only does it have the SIM card slot and the record capability, there's a SIM card already in it, so it's ready to go. The quality of the monitor is 1080p. Okay, it's not 4K. It's 1080p. But 1080p is good, especially once you get above a certain age. Anything above 1080p is kind of, I mean, it's nice to have, but anyway. The signal, the wireless signal, I thought this was like a Bluetooth-based system. It's not. Bluetooth is good for, I either forget, it's 15 feet or 15 meters or something like that. All I know is if I walk too far away from my Bluetooth stuff, it turns off. This camera system is good for 500 feet, okay? Just keep that in mind. I've already discussed the loop and the collision, the triple screen, the full rear coverage. Let's see if they've got anything else on here. Night driving, covered that. Waterproof. Now, you're getting ready to put this system on an RV. RVs get wet, okay? They get dirty, okay? This is listed as an IP69K. Now, what that means is it's dust sealed and water sealed. So stuff can't get inside it. If you're like me and you go to wash your rig, you either take it to a place, the quarter place, and hose it down, or you fire up a pressure washer at home, or just a nozzle with a hose and you clean it off. This can take it. Now, that doesn't mean you could take a high pressure washer and stick in a camera and just go to town on it. That'll destroy anything. Anyway, this is set up for an outdoor environment. Okay, with all that being said, we've taken a look. I've given you the issues I have with moving my RV around and parking them. We've taken a look at the equipment. The equipment is comparable to Furrion, in my opinion. And we've gone over briefly some of the specifications. If you have questions or comments, put them in the section below, and I will do my best to answer those for you. Okay? Thanks for watching.